Hi, I'm Scotty.
And I'm Mike.
And today we're gonna do a little story time about the time
The first time I said, I love you.
Wait, you love me?
Today I did.
Wait, are you gay?
No, bro.
I did not sign up for this. Yeah, the day you confessed your love for me or whatever.
Yeah, it did not go
According to plan.
according to plan or as well as I thought.
That's not really what
Well,
you
it went
envisioned.
well, but it also didn't, and I still have PTSD from the experience.
I'm still here.
So we're gonna talk it
How
out
badly
on-
could it have possibly gone if I'm like still chilling here and like having a grand old time?
I don't know, but we're gonna talk it out on camera because that's what you do instead of therapy. And
So here we go. We're filming it. We're doing it.
I feel like maybe I should go first, and then I'm interested in your.
You have a lot to get off your chest.
Yeah, but then I'm interested in your perception of how it went. Or
Right.
maybe you're just gonna be like, yeah, it was exactly like that.
Take it away, Michael.
Okay, so we were in one of my favorite places. I am trash. Las Vegas.
You're not trash.
Vegas neither is
actually
Vegas.
great.
I will defend Vegas to the.
Vegas can be trash, but so can any city. It
Well-
depends on your experience and what you bring to it.
Also, small tangent, and Vegas is not sponsoring this video, but I feel.
But if you want to, like,
Yeah, I don't go and like gamble a ton, you know. Like I'm
except for the Britney Spears slot machine, which
or
is
the Wizard of Oz one. I have good luck.
I don't think I've tried that, but next time.
It's more of a like a leisurely experience for me. It's not about
A treat
like,
yourself trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was our first trip together outside of New York and Toronto.
Yeah, it was our first trip in like a different city. It had been like a couple of months officially sort of together.
Things were going
doing,
well.
doing the thing together. Yeah, we were starting to feel some things. You reach that point in your relationship or spending time together where you're like, I kind of want to tell them I love them and like, you know, let them know that that's the kind of page I'm on, but like, how do I do it? When do I do it? Are they gonna say it back? So many things to consider.
So, to give some context, because this is important, so he kind of made the first like real move. We were friends first before we like were romantically involved. But you made the first like real move to be like, hey, I want to hang out. I think something might be here.
I
and
sure did.
I was like, yes, please. And you also asked me to be your boyfriend.
I did.
Yes.
I don't play around.
No, I loved it. I loved it. Especially because
I mean business. I'm not usually, I'm like super introverted when it comes to that kind of stuff, so it like takes a lot out of me to do it, but
you did it.
But it meant a lot.
You were worth it.
And yeah, no, I wanted to like say it before you like ran away and married some other person.
You'd already hit two biggies. So I had made my mind up. I was like, okay, I get this one. I gotta be him too. And I could feel, there was a couple times where you, I think, were thinking of saying it. I could see like it was on your mind. So I was like, no, I get this one. So I and then once that trip was planned, I was like, okay, perfect. I'm gonna do it then. So we're in Las Vegas having the time of our lives.
But like truly.
So much fun.
Yeah.
It's like everything is going great. Day 2 of the trip, feeling all the things that you can possibly feel, all the butterflies, all the warm and fuzzies.
All the sugar-free vodka Red Bulls.
That too, heavily. I thought I was being a gentleman and approaching this from a very like romantic but like sincere and thoughtful way, because look, it's Vegas. We have been having a drink or two, but I was like, you know, I should do this before like we get carried away and go out all night. Like I don't want to do this at 3 a.m. I'm
Right.
sure it would have been received just as well, but like
You want to remember
actually
this
maybe it
moment
would have
as,
been
like,
received better. So I was like, you know, I should do this while we're still like haven't got put.
fully present.
Yeah, thank you. I
Yeah.
was like, what word do I use here?
Yeah.
You're like kind of having a moment, and I was trying to really make a moment.
So we were in our hotel room.
Wait.
Okay,
We're not asking for your opinion yet. We're gonna go with the real story.
all right. Yeah.
So yes, we are sitting in our hotel room, and you're sitting at the edge of the bed, and we're being like really cute, and we have to go to like dinner in I think like an hour, so we have a little bit of time to kill. And I grab your hand, and I said, I don't remember the exact words, but something along of like, so you know, before you know, the night gets going and we get carried away, I just want to say something that is really important. And you get this like weird look in your eyes, and I was like, oh my god, is he gonna cry? Like you're getting like a little twinkly and glossy eyed. I was like, perfect. I'm gonna nail this, hit it out of the park. And I go, I love you a lot, and I'm falling really, really in love with you. And you burst out laughing. You weren't like getting misty-eyed, like you were emotional. You were trying to hold back a giggle. And then you just start laughing hysterically. And I'm standing there, like, just being like, this is not how I thought it would go. And once you were able to breathe and talk again, you're like, I love you too. I was like, oh, okay. All right. And that is how it went.
It went down. I've mentioned this in a previous video and probably to all of you like a million times, but when I feel awkward or like, and I'm in a situation where it's just like, I don't know how to act, like I end up giggling, I laugh when I'm not supposed to, like that's just how I deal and cope with everything. And so, to be fair, we had been talking about a bunch of stuff that wasn't necessarily super serious and intense or like anything about life. We were just kind of joking around for like hours, and
it wasn't out of nowhere though.
And I'm sitting at the edge of a bed. There's like a Bravo reality show on like pretty loudly, and Mike has a tendency to be like, look, I kind of need to tell you something, and I kind of assume that it's gonna be something like serious or bad, and I just naturally assume that he was gonna be like, look, I'm having fun, but like I kind of think we should just be friends, or I just assumed the worst. Like that, maybe that's a bad thing for me to do, but like I did not think you were gonna be saying I love you, which is why I was like, my mind immediately went to like, goddamn, like he's not into it, or like something came up, or he's not having fun. So then when it went the complete opposite direction, I was like laughing, because I didn't know how else to respond, but also I was like, I'm so stupid for thinking that it was gonna be bad. And I was like, okay, I was like relieved. So I was just kind of chuckling at that. And as soon as I like snapped back to reality, I was like, oh, he's like, why are you laughing at me right now? Please say something, this is so awkward.
Anything.
And then I tried to save it, so. That's my side of the story. I wasn't laughing because I was like, you're on your own there, buddy.
We had a lot of fun. I think you said it back 5,000 times throughout the night too.
I had wanted to say it for so many weeks, and I kind of like let it slip a couple of times, and so it was kind of a relief for both of us to be like, thank God we can finally just like, we don't have to walk on eggshells and like tiptoe around what we're trying to say. We can just
Wait, I totally forgot about that, because that was the kicker, because you slipped up once really early on when we started dating or hanging out or whatever.
Yeah.
And you like slipped it in, or like when you were saying goodbye or something. Which
yeah.
I get, like, because I say, all right, love you, bye, to like all my like friends and my family. But we just never spoke about it. So I think that was the kicker for me when you started like laughing. I was like, no.
You said it once.
I was like, I know you feel this way. Like, you said it. Like, you can't take that back.
You're gonna start pulling up the receipts.
I actually got my revenge that day.
You did.
For your awkward laughs, because again, trying to bust out the moves and be like, surprise you and keep you on your toes and romantic.
Mike kept hinting that there was like some sort of surprise, and I was like, oh, like are we gonna go see a show? Are we gonna go get like dessert somewhere? I'm thinking it's gonna be something like fun, but like relatively low key. But then he starts mentioning like heights and like whether I'm afraid of them, or like what my fears are, and I was like, are we bungee jumping? Like what? Also, it's like nighttime. We are like a few cocktails in, and I'm like, I kind of need to know, because I'm like not in the right headspace to just like jump off a building, or like, I honestly thought we were going skydiving, and I was like, how do I break up with him in the next 5 minutes?
Well, and I was kind of being a playful dick, because I was like, you're not like afraid of heights, are you? And he would just like get big eyes and be like, well, like how high? I was like, well, again, just like, are you? Like, I kind of really need to know. And he starts going gray and sweating.
You were playing into it as soon as you saw that I was like a little bit scared, and then I was like, oh, this is gonna, like, I know him well, but I don't know him well enough to know that he's not making me go skydiving in the middle of the night. So I was like, oh my God, this is happening. What gets even sketchier is that I don't know Vegas very well. I think it's like my second time there. So we're kind of walking around the strip or whatever, and he's like, oh, we have to go meet at our pickup point or location. And I'm like, who are we? Like, what? Are we meeting El Chapo? Like, am I being sent back to Canada? It's like nighttime.
It's late at night, yeah.
And we're kind of like moving away from the strip, and I'm like, where is he taking? Like, is this where I die? It's gonna be like a true crime podcast starring me, because I didn't tell him I loved him like soon enough, and he's upset about it. We're venturing down like a parking lot, and there's like nobody there.
Yeah.
And you're like, this is our pickup point. And I'm looking around, and I'm like,
and you started having a mental breakdown. You sat on that little curb and just started rocking back and forth. But it was kind of like when I said I love you a couple hours earlier. You just started laughing hysterically because you were so nervous and sweating bullets. And
I was so full. I was like, I need
back and
water.
forth.
I need to pee. I don't know what's going on right now. Why are we sitting on a curb in the parking lot waiting for like the pickup person or whatever? I was so confused. But
so this like shuttle thing picks us up, and this like friendly driver's like, "Hey, you guys ready?" I'm like, "Yeah, let's go."
I'm like trying to get information from this man, but also like I'm at this point like whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen.
Still white as a sheet. It must have tripped you out because then we left the strip. Like we left Vegas and we're going further out.
I was so confused.
And but so we pull up to this like private little airport, and I had booked a secret private helicopter ride for us.
At that point, I was like, I've never been in a helicopter until that point.
Me neither.
But I was like, okay, at least I'm not jumping off of a building.
Right.
And like free falling.
Yeah. It felt like you were in like a real live video game. Like that takeoff, because you kind of tilt forward, but it's all window. And then you just start like, it's crazy.
So smooth. You literally just like go up into the sky. There's no like crazy build up off the runway like there is in a plane. And we got to listen to Maroon 5 and Adam Levine in our headphones.
Oh yeah, they
like,
pump Maroon
quietly.
5 into the headphones. So now every time we hear that, we'll be like, hey.
You want to talk about the rest of the night?
I think that pretty much covers it, except we will say that a couple hours later at 4 a.m., we had a private dinner for two. We ordered room service at 4, and that dude came in. He pushed in a cart, but it was like a little 2-person table that he set up in the room, and we ate buffalo wings and watched reality TV, and that's when I knew. Well, I knew earlier when I said it, but that's when
that sealed the deal. So the moral of the story is,
don't laugh when someone says they love you.
Or just communicate and share your feelings, and don't laugh at people.
Or just be your authentic self.
Or do that, because sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't. But this time it did.
Yeah, we kept joking about it because every hotel there has their own private chapel. So we walked past a few and it was like, huh? Weren't your friends teasing you? Because it was our first trip away together.
Yeah, my sister was like, I kind of feel like you're going to come back and just somehow be married and have a picture of you and like some Elvis dude just like making it official. But I was like I'd be open to it, but I also want like a real wedding.
Yeah, I think our friends and family should be there.
Yeah.
As great as Elvis is.
We can get married twice. Thanks for watching, guys. That was our story time video about the day and moment he confessed his love to me, and vice versa. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you liked it, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you can find out when we upload a brand new video, which should be like kind of soon. We'll see you guys soon.